50 FM 99.3 KNSI. Time for another edition of Taking You Home with VoigtJohnson Real Estate. You can hear this program every Saturday morning at 7:50 and again every Thursday morning at 7:23. Don't forget to start that home search with VoigtJohnson.com. One more time, Heidi Voigt, great to see you.
You as well.
Lots of things to talk about. We're past the middle of January already. Where would you like to start?
Well, I think last couple of months that we've been discussing, like, who's going to get in this market with the difference in interest rates, and we've touched quite a bit on people who have lifestyle changes will jump into the market, and that would be, or family changes, job changes,
Sure.
Things that have happened. So actual life changes. But what we haven't dove into is people moving to have a lifestyle change, right? And that's kind of a different scenario because it's more of a choice. There's not a driver that's from the outside of, like their economies and living situations. It's a choice.
Yeah, it's not a have to,
Yep.
it's a want
Correct.
to. Like,
Correct.
who are these people? Are they folks that have, worked all their lives, they've saved all their money just the way they're supposed to? It's time, I'm 55, 60 years old, it's time for me to make that move? Or are they younger?
Well, I think there's a combination of that. When we're looking at people who perhaps are choosing to move to a warmer climate, or people who are choosing to get into some waterfront,
Yes.
and or get on some land that they want some land to be their hunting land and their home. Those might be people who are second and third time buyers who have saved up and are in a good position to do that. But I don't think that a lifestyle decision is limited to that. I think that there's a lot of people that are making, let's say, their second home, and they're choosing a homestead. That's
Right.
a big thing right now. You hear it a lot. It's a trending thing in social media. A lot of people are choosing homesteads. So what I'd like you to envision is people that they want anywhere from 1 to 10 acres, and they want to be able to have a garden. They want to have chickens. They want to be able to grow their own food, and they're seeking that area where it's not so urban.
You know what I think is hilarious is the folks that are doing this now are approaching it like it's brand new.
Yeah.
It's never happened before, right?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
the first ones to
Yeah.
come up with this idea.
Yep.
Au contraire, that word homestead's been around for a while.
It certainly has, but guilty myself in learning, and I just actually borrowed a magazine from a client of mine, and some of these things that we knew how to do,
Oh, yeah.
that our grandmas did with us when we were young, we need a refresher.
Yes, yes.
And so I do appreciate the people that think it's new,
Yeah.
because they are the ones that are going to probably reteach us
Right.
how to do that. I mean, there were things that it didn't make sense for a long time to maybe can your own stuff because it was just as affordable to get in the grocery store, and I think that some of that's changing a little bit. So.
I think those are the folks that are subscribing to that brand new magazine, the Old Farmer's Almanac.
Correct,
I love that stuff.
correct. So,
You have on here association living, and I got to tell you, association living can be really, really the cat's meow.
I think that it is necessary, and it is a good option for people. When I think about association living, when we first saw it in the local area, it was people who were downsizing, and we just assumed that they weren't going to be able to, mow their own lawns and do their own snow removal.
Yep.
and those types of cares. And I think that there will be a trending design for people that, what, I'm going to my kids' soccer game tonight. I'm going to go to a tournament over the
Right.
weekend, and they don't want to do some of those
Yep.
things.
No, I've done association living. I've
Yes.
been that president of the homeowners association.
Sure.
Okay, and I got to tell you, it is very cool. It's like an apartment, but way better because you can still walk away,
Yep.
but when you come back, the lawn is mowed.
Exactly. And you're still putting yourself in a position where you're having the financial benefits of owning.
Yep. Now, one of the other things you have here is work-life balance. Okay.
Yes.
I look at that these days now, you can work from home so much more than you used to be able to do. And I think, how much fun would it be to be there on the porch looking over the lake, tapping away in your computer?
Absolutely.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of that, and there's a lot of even the conversations we have with people that, are maybe looking together, and it's a husband-wife duo, and one works in Maple Grove and the other one works in Melrose. Part of their lifestyle buying decisions is to get into a situation where they're not neither of them are making too much of a commute.
Right.
For finding that central ground where they have an even commute, those types of changes. But
Yeah.
for sure, the work-life balance and creating opportunities for people to maybe work from home 2 days a week and looking for a housing situation that accommodates that.
There are a lot of life changes that you have listed here, life-driven, like, for example, entertainment, right?
Yeah.
If you finally are at a point in your life where you want to be able to go down and see Bonnie Raitt play the caboose,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Boom, I'm there.
Yes, exactly. So, those decisions come into play. And it could be simple things like, you go into, for example, the city of St. Joseph, and they have created just a fantastic downtown.
Yeah.
Some people want to be within walking distance of some of those simple amenities that they feel like they're going to have some entertainment, some atmosphere, some good food, good coffee, good ice cream.
So much life in a college community, too.
Yes,
that's
correct.
very, very cool. Now, what about things like climate? I automatically think then of snowbirds.
Yes, well, I think that we cannot discount that there are people that will live in Minnesota and their loyalty
Here I am.
expires. They're like,
Here I am, the older I get.
Yeah, and there are going to be people that we work with that are going to be seeking maybe to have something more seasonal in the summer, but they are going away for the winters on a permanent basis, and those are good buyers and sellers for us as well. We can help them research different areas and say, okay, here's a agent for you in Pensacola, Florida, or here's an agent for you in Florence, Arizona, and put people in connection with people who are going to work hard for them, but then help them with their downsizing
Relationships, Heidi.
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
It is all about relationships.
How do we develop that relationship with you folks at Voigt Johnson?
Well, we love it if you give us a call at 320-774-2400 or visit our website, VoigtJohnson.com. There's an excellent gallery of agents there for you.
Taking you home with Voigt Johnson Real Estate, 7:23 every Thursday morning, 7:50 every Saturday morning. Start that home search at VoigtJohnson.com.